Hi there. Garage. Let's talk garage. I bet you have an array of things stored in your garage, except for the cars. For instance, your lawnmower, your car tires, your garden tools and supplies, maybe even your Christmas lights and your Christmas decorations. You maybe even have your children's belongings there. Once they move away from home and they decide, oh mom, I don't have any space to put my things. Can I put them here? Right? In fact, I am certain that some of you out there have your garage so filled you can't even house your cars. It's true. Many people are either very messy or they're very neat and so orderly that they have nothing in their garage except for their cars. I know because I've seen it and I wish I could have my garage like that, but I need a place to store things. Do you work at home? I want to show you how you can take a small little space in your garage and use it if you work at home. How do you work at home? Absolutely. There's no other way. Yes, Stephen, of course. Absolutely. No problem. I will have that report ready for you and in your inbox by tomorrow morning at 7:30. No problem. No problem. Okay, have a wonderful day. Lord. Hi, I'm Carlene. Invest a few moments with me. You may get a laugh or two and learn something along the way. Over the winter months, it just gets like this all the time. My sweet little daughter, she always brings junk in and she does electrical work. So look at that mess, you know? So she brings some of the things in and she brings some of these wires in like this. I had to find a place for that. I can't stand it. I cannot stand the clutter. She changed my lighting. Pot light 1, 2, 3, and 4. In the kitchen, 1, 2, and 3. In the hallway, not a pot light though, surface mounted. And then even inside the mudroom. And so I have lights all over the place, and I have some under here. Oh my God, I have some under there. And I've got the recycling bins, and it's just so much. I borrowed my daughter's gazebo, and that's out still because the box crumpled and I had to dry it. It's just too much. So, and it's just all over the place. And oh gosh, my mind is going crazy. It's just that I don't like to see it. So anyway, I'm going to start. I have my one camera here, but I have another camera right at the entrance of the garage. And I'm going to try not to talk. And I am going to start to work. So look at that. What am I going to do? Okay, let's see an organizer at work. All right. First, I'm going to start by taking everything outside. first thing you're going to want to do is to take out some of the things from out of the area so you can see the space and what you can put there, what you want to get rid of, the space that you have to work with. So that's what's best. I've got to wear gloves because I'm always getting cut. Store my shoes in here. That's where I store my shoes. Okay. Like this. So going to go in the backyard. Oh, good Mom.
Mom, do you know where the lid is for the jar?
Which jar?
Only the jar that has a super lid.
You know, it should be there.
Okay.
Look good. Look good. Pots. Because we don't really use them a lot. We don't want to keep them in the house. A bit better. I usually use this table in the summer. I work out here in the summer sometimes, so this table is very useful. Belongs to my daughter. What you have, and that's what I have to do, right? Okay, so looking a bit better. Oh, these have to come out. My daughter took these lights out, and I really love them. I really love them. It looks so like antique. They're in my kitchen. I want to pack them up in a big box. These are another one, so these can go. They look like boobs. They look like boobs, don't they? All right, Carlene. Okay. Okay, so those have to go, and these are gonna go out. These are for garage sales or Kijiji or something like that. These wires they're coming out. Going in the backyard in a bin. Remember that movie Poltergeist? If you're young enough to remember that movie Poltergeist? Was that in the 80s and 90s? Poltergeist, that was a good movie. Yeah, that was a good movie. Anyway, I'm gonna patch this up. Because my daughter, she's gonna like miserable about it. So I'm gonna try and patch it up. Show you how much difference it is since we've taken everything out and put it outside. This will be going back in. This is garbage over there because I don't want it in the garage. It's too much junk. Can't take it to a garage sale or Kijiji, whatever. These things will be going back in. This will be going back in a bin in the backyard. My lawnmower is going back in. But you can see the difference between what I have now and before. Oh Lord. So the same view from last time as I'm coming out of my house into the garage, same view. Remember what that was like before? Right here was where the bins were and the wires. Yeah, can you imagine? And how messy that was. This was here. And I'll just go visual from the outside. Nice and neat, eh? See how long that lasts. Right between this section here, I have this box. It's out of the way, can't see it. And this is where I store the wires and all the little things that belong to my daughter. So they're nice and safe here. So here's the garage now, nice and clean. There's a lot of things that I could still do. There's so many things I could still do. But for now, it's clean and I could use it and I just feel so good. My mind is at ease. I'll show you some of the storage. These are all boxes, of course, as you can see. Now this here was a vertical shelf as opposed to it now being horizontal. So all I did was I took it and I made it so that it runs horizontal and can store shoes and boots in the winter months, well, all year round actually. And up there, my daughter has all her books. She stored all her books up there. I still have to actually label them. I didn't get a chance to label them, but they will be labeled. And tire rack for this needs to be put up. Haven't done that yet, but this is nice and neatly put away in the corner for now. And of course, you got to keep your lawnmower somewhere, right? I don't have an outdoor shed. And some more shelves up there, as you can see up there. And what I did was I stored some of the things in between the rafters. I used up that space to the rafters. And yeah, I have some more up here. These are not heavy items at all. They're not heavy items. What else? I use this little plastic drawer to store my shoes. Nice and neat, my shoes. I do not like to have my shoes indoors. I don't know why. I have this phobia about it. I have this, I just don't like to do it. So I store my shoes away. Keeping my shoes in here, I've been doing this for years. And my shoes have been fine. I've always kept my shoes in the drawers. They've always maintained, and even my purses. Casual purses, casual shoes I keep in here, but I keep my more expensive shoes inside my house. Okay, and you remember what this looked like before? I have a lot of my car products and things like that, and other things too I store, like stuff for my crafts out here. I use see-through containers, and I just made these out of foam board, these little boxes out of foam board. and I was able to contain all these. So part of the organizing process is to contain things. They have to have a space. They have to live somewhere in order for you to be able to have easy access to remember where things are and to just make the place look neater. I will show you what I did. Can you imagine? This is the holder for the hose, and it's supposed to get wrapped around it, but can you look at the distance from here to there? So I have to travel with the hose all the way out there. It was annoying. So what I did was I bought these little anchors, I guess. I forget what you call these little loopy things. I don't know what you call them. And I just drilled some holes and drilled them into the studs all the way along here. All the way along. And then I bought another wheel, and I'm much closer to the end, right? I'm much closer to the entrance so I can water the grass. If I had to leave it where it is there, it was such an annoyance. It had a whole bunch of hose hanging about if I kept it over there. It was too much. So like I said, that's what I did. So you can see it was all the way along. Right? Okay, that's something I did. Yeah, and so I just used whatever I had. I'll tell you the truth. I even use these wires to kind of put my brooms behind. So, I mean, I've been doing this for years and it seems to be okay. Nothing happens. So I just kind of use that as a place to contain and keep everything kind of neat. I don't know if I'll ever finish this garage, but maybe I'll have to put up some pegboards or some more hooks to hold everything in their place. So now I have a whole clean area, and like it's a garage. So you're not going to manage it the same way you'd manage inside your house, right? So it's a garage. So I'm happy, I'm content, and it'll stay like this for the summer. During the winter when everything's closed up, it's very hard because things kind of become a little messy. The cars come in and you end up, my daughter will bring stuff in, I'm sure, and then on and on. Spring will come and then I'll have to do a clean again. But anyway, as for now, that's it. Okay. Okay, my people. I just want to show you that I went even further. I actually ended up removing everything that was in between these studs. I put up a pegboard there, and I may even take this down. I thought I would need it, but I realized no, I don't want it because I want everything to be in one spot. And I had one here, which I think is enough. So I have a pegboard here. I have these planters that I use for storage. It's a really nifty idea. Just grab your planters and mark your marks and drill them into the studs. That's that, right? So everything is neater now. I have another planter up here. I've had this there for a while. It's been there for a while. These planters have been there for a while, except for this one. So I placed everything in one spot. A lot neater, right? Brooms, dustpan, sprinkler, trimmers, shovels, electrical cord, even my bevel or level. Is that level or bevel? Level is there. Everything, right? So much more neater. It's just a breath of fresh air to see. I don't have brooms sticking behind the wiring. It's just a beautiful, beautiful feeling when your place is neat, isn't it, guys? Can you agree with me? It's so much better than what it was before. You see how nice that is compared to what it was before? You see how nice that is? Okay. Okay, both cars fit nicely in the garage. Everything's nice and clean. They fit it in. We still have the boxes at the sides from before, right? So, but they fit and we're good for winter. But right now it's still summer. I just want to show you how you can fit both cars in the garage if you really wanted it to, right? Okay. So I laid down my outdoor carpet. I've placed the table. I'm getting my office ready. This is my outdoor garage office. Add your laptop or your tablet or paper if you still use paper, which I miss. But if you still use paper, add that. Do you have a portable filing system? Then add that too. Do you feel you want to go all the way? Then add a plastic carpet or floor protector. And one of the most important things, and we cannot forget, is a comfortable chair. And if you like, a nice little vase with your favorite flower or two, a nice little fan on standby. And for that early start, a nice cup of your favorite drink. And don't forget a couple of bottles of hydration. Bring the outdoors in. Add some foliage for a nice cozy feel. You may also want to add a little bit of scent in your garage because you have your garbage and things like that, and it's always locked up. So my daughter always buys these incense. They're plugins from Bath and Body Works. They sell beautiful scents. Anyway, they're plugins, and the last one we just used was called Eucalyptus Mint. Eucalyptus Mint, and it has a little spongy cylinder. And what happens is you simply remove the cap. This cap, it's opposite to how you'd normally remove and tighten a cap. Instead of removing it this way by turning it this way, you remove it by turning it the opposite way as if you're tightening it. So I want to remove it, so you just do it this way. Remove it, and you get that little spongy cylinder. And you have this little unit here that it goes into. It's a wall plug, and it has a hole inside of it. And I know it kind of looks like a toilet. Everything I use, I always associate with something. So this kind of reminds me of a toilet. But anyway, it has a hole in it. And this cylinder goes into it. And when you're tightening it, you're going to do it the opposite way. So you're turning it this way, backwards, as if you were loosening it. And that's it. And then you just plug it in your wall. This way. I think. So you have the arrow telling you to keep it upright. It says keep it upright. Putting it upright like this so it gets diffused from the top. Okay? And now it's easy to kind of get it mixed up and put it this way, but you put it upright like this. You plug it in. Right there in the wall. Right there in the wall. Just like that. I'm going to plug it in. Upright. That's all you have to do. And you have a beautiful scent being diffused right into the air and into your garage, giving your garage a divine aroma. I used a recliner, the folding chair. It's really strong and sturdy. Used to be my son's room, but he doesn't use it anymore. So, and then I use a little plastic stool. And I put a little, it's actually patchwork quilt that I made. And I just use it to keep my feet cozy and comfortable. And this is actually a basket. It's actually a basket. It's like a laundry basket. Just turn it upside down. My daughter had a beautiful live citrus tree indoors, and I used it as a decorative container. Yeah. So this is what I use for a little table. There you go. And this is in the garage. The things you can do in the garage, right? wondering how I got my indoor tree to be so breezy? My fan, a real great prop.